Good morning, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another class on Verbling. Looking forward to seeing you guys again. This is Teacher Abby, and today's topic is international delicacies. We'll be doing an intermediate to advanced level reading activity, having a discussion on the material, and of course, sharing our own opinions. Hi, Lee. Welcome to class. How are you?
Hi, Abby. I am fine. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Are you working?
I couldn't hear you.
Are you working today?
No, I am at home. I finished my work.
Oh, good for you. You're taking it easy.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it, Ali. Thanks for coming to class. Hi, Amp. Welcome.
Hi, teacher. Thank you.
Nice to see you again, Amp. How was your day today?
Good.
Nice.
Good so far.
Good so far. That's good. It's still early? Is there a delay with my microphone? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Eduardo, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see you again. Nice to have you. And Coro, welcome back to the class.
Hello.
Hi, Coro. How are you?
Good, thank you. Fine.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us again. I'm doing good. Very good. Thanks for asking. Nice to have you back. Anastasia, welcome to the class.
Thank you. How are you?
Very good. Anastasia, have I had you before?
Yeah, you had me before. I guess I have a different profile picture.
That's what it is. You colored
Yeah.
your hair.
Yeah, that's right. Before I was blonde, now I'm red.
Nice to see you again, Anastasia. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Rui. Welcome to the class. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you feeling today? What's on the schedule?
Schedule.
What are you doing today?
The park, the morning. I live in Cambridge.
Okay, I knew that, Rui. You told me that before, but what are you doing today? What are your plans for the day?
I'm finished work. Now I'm in the class, so maybe the more late and go in the gym.
Perfect. Good plan. And Mutab, welcome to the... Oh, it's gone. Hi, Jorge.
Hi, Abby. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Good to see you again. I think we can go ahead and get
Likewise.
started. So today we're going to be talking about international delicacies, which means a lot of gross things. I was reading the article that we have for today, and there's some pretty nasty delicacies out there. So maybe we can start. Coro, do you want to start us off? Do you know what a delicacy is?
No.
Who knows what a delicacy is?
Delicacy.
Mm-hmm.
Something to eat.
It is something to eat. What kind of something to eat?
Very special.
Go ahead.
Meals?
Special food to eat. You do not eat this kind of type of food like every day. Usually on a holiday, maybe on holidays, and some specific, like maybe in New Year or Halloween, like, and it should be very expensive.
Perfect.
Not very
Excellent.
expensive, but expensive.
It is usually expensive, yes. Something that you would not be able to eat maybe every day, but on a special occasion, just like you said, Anastasia.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Very good. Now, what do you guys think of when you hear the word delicacy? What comes to mind?
caviar.
What was that?
Caviar.
Caviar, absolutely.
Caviar. See. Oh yes. Sorry.
Can anybody else tell me a word or something that comes to mind when you hear the word delicacy?
I'm used to hear here in Spain delicatessen instead of delicacy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some interesting delicacies in Spain, Eduardo?
Yes, a lot.
I was
Serrano
reading.
ham is the most known. Yeah, and maybe anchovies or manchego cheese, wine, olive oil. Yeah, a lot of different products from here, from Spain.
Okay. I read about, there's an interesting one from Spain that we're going to read about in today's article, and it made me feel pretty sick.
Which one?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
It's a surprise. Very good. Excellent. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Any questions before we get started? All right. So we know what a delicacy is, thanks to Anastasia. It's a special food that's expensive. It's not every day. What are some traditional delicacies in your country? Let's start with Ali. Tell us about some delicacies where you live, Ali.
Oh, first victim me again.
Well, no.
I don't know, maybe delicacy or not, but in my country, many traditional foods. It depends which part of country you live. I think Eastern country or south part of my country, people usually eat foods with meat, and north of my country, people usually eat fish, some fish products, and west of my country, people eat usually a vegetable or food made by vegetables, I think.
Okay, so a delicacy would be something that would be rare, only for special occasions, and maybe a bit expensive. So maybe the fish products that you talked about?
Yes.
Okay, good, excellent. What about you, Am? Tell me about a delicacy in your country. Amp, I'm not sure if there's something wrong with your microphone. I see that you've turned your microphone on.
You can hear me?
Okay, now I can, yes.
Something that we don't used to eat every day is a kind of fish with a special sauce made of prawns, um, or with lobster. This that we don't use to eat every day.
Excellent, very good. What about where you live, Anastasia? What's a delicacy?
Okay, I live in Kazakhstan, but I'm Russian, so I would say like about Russian, it's like caviar with pancakes, also salmon. For Kazakh people, delicacy will be the horse meat.
Mm.
And for Korean people who live in Kazakhstan, they eat dog.
As a delicacy?
Yes, dog meat.
Wow. Interesting. I think this class is about to get a little bit gross.
Yes, they eat dog.
It's amazing what people eat and consider delicious, and then in other parts of the world it's unthinkable, right? That's what I
Yeah,
love about cultures. It makes it
yeah, I
so
know,
exciting.
but I'm not like into eating dogs or horse meat. So for me, it's also really weird, like but we have a lot of nationalities here, but every nationality has their own dish, like mm, very special dish to eat, maybe on some holidays.
Thank you, Anastasia. Araceli, welcome to the class. Where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Okay, can you tell me about an interesting delicacy that maybe we've never heard of before?
Well, I don't know if you have heard about this because I don't know if it's eaten out of Spain, but there are what we call angulas. The name in Spanish is angula, but in English I don't think there is a word for it because it's a small eel. It's like an eel but very small and like babies, and these are very expensive and because they are difficult to fish. Well, they are delicious, but I've tried this dish when I was very young because they were not so expensive at that time. But I heard it was about the price was really very high, like for a kilo, maybe I don't remember, but it was like 1,000 euros or no, or maybe no, sorry, 100 euros maybe for just for a little amount of this. So if you go to a restaurant and ask for this, this was in the north of Spain, in Bilbao. It's very typical food. But if you go to a restaurant and ask for this, it's much more expensive than any kind of seafood or anything. So
Wow.
I don't know if this is if it is exported abroad. This food. Have you ever heard about it? Angulas is called, or
Mm,
gulas.
I don't
I
think
yes,
so.
yes. I am from the Basque Country, from North Spain, and I heard a lot of times about angulas, but I don't know if they are very known in other countries.
But where are you from?
I am Coro. I am from the Basque Country, from San Sebastian.
Okay, but do you think they are sporty?
No, I think no.
No.
I think it's very, very regional thing.
Yes, so it's not so strange food, but maybe it's just consumed here in Spain.
Thank you for sharing that with us. What about Muteb? Muteb,
Yes, hello everyone.
welcome to the class. How are you, Muteb?
I'm fine, thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Tell us about a delicacy in your country, something that is expensive and only eaten on special occasions.
I think it's traditional delicacies in Saudi Arabia, which is called kabsa. This this name, I type it.
I see kabsa. And what is it?
Rice. Usually use rice and maybe chicken or meat or so. Sometimes when I invite special guests in my home, I put the whole body of sheep in one big plate or and with rice. This is
Mm.
called kabsa, yeah.
And what's the flavor? Is it spicy, salty, sweet?
I think it's maybe salty.
Savory.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thanks for sharing that with us. What about you, Rui? What's a delicacy from your country? Can you tell us something different? Rui, are you there?
Yeah. Is is the more expensive is the exotic meat exotics?
Exotic meats.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you give me an example of one type of exotic meat?
Is the crocodile and kangaroo, giraffe. People like, but is expensive.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
Normal
Bear
is
meat is
fish. Normal is the fish and the
okay.
and is the clams. So the clams is the little expensive.
Absolutely, yeah, okay. Very good, thanks for sharing.
Thank
Eduardo, the next question is for you. Do you ever like to eat unusual or different food? Why or why not?
Yeah, I like to try everything when I'm in a restaurant. Even I usually ask to the waiter for what is typical. When I'm traveling all over in different countries in Europe, I like to ask for that and try it, of course. I don't think if I go to Thailand, I'm gonna eat insects, fried insects, but the rest of different food, yes, why not?
Okay, very good. What about you, Jorge? Would you like to try different things? Like, for example, would you eat chocolate-covered ants or something like it?
No, I am very conservative. I don't know how can I say. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to explore so much about strange food. But Abby, I have a question.
Okay.
It's a delicacy similar to exotic food? I mean, in my country, there are some food that is exotic, but for example, the turtle meat, but it's not allowed to hunt turtles because they are protected by the government.
So you're asking, would that be considered a delicacy?
Yeah, yeah. Many people would like to try it, this meat, but it's not allowed. But it's exotic, an exotic meat. I don't know if
Okay.
it's at the same time a delicacy food.
So would it be expensive to find something like that?
Yeah, because it's not allowed
Right. So
to.
that would
So
probably be considered a delicacy then. Something that is not easy to get or that is something out of the ordinary. That's why people pay money for it, because it's considered a delicacy.
okay.
Okay? So it's wide. It's not a very specific term, and what might be a delicacy to you might be absolutely disgusting to me, or vice versa, right? So it just depends on culture. It's very, very flexible, the term. Who else here? So and Jorge, you can say that you're very conservative with food. You can also say I'm a picky eater. I'm a picky eater means that you only eat what you like. You do not get too crazy with your choices.
Okay. Thank
Okay?
you.
What about you, Coral? Would you like to try something like chocolate-covered ants, or are you adventurous with things like that?
Okay, I am ready to taste all the foods, but sometimes not all, but I can taste all. I can try to eat all the foods.
Okay. Give me an example of something, Coral, that you would not try. That you would say, no, that's not really, I'm not interested.
Um, for example, fish, no cooked fish, can I say?
Raw fish,
Raw fish, for example.
mhm, you would not try. Okay.
No, no.
Thank you for sharing that. Very good. Okay, Rui, when you go to a restaurant, do you like to order the same dish every time? Or do you like to try new dishes that you've never tried before? What do you prefer, Rui?
you. I normally I go in the restaurants, the different the cultures and the different the food. And I'm not the opportunity the live in the UK is the mix the cultures and is good for me because the speak and the hits the new plates the world countries.
Absolutely. Can you tell us about something in the UK that you really enjoy?
Uh, the food in the UK is disgusting. Is
Why do you say that?
is the is the is the frozen and the culture like the fish and chips. I hate is a lot hollow and the and people like the the food the plastic is fast food is the consumism is the very fast food in UK. I
Okay.
I don't like. I
You
like
don't.
more in the food in Italy, in the Mexico, in the Egypt. I love the food, the people in Egypt. The very expensive is I like.
Thank you for sharing that with Rui.
Thank you.
Okay, a safety eater. No, you could say I'm a safe eater. Safe.
Because I understand a picky eater is something that it can be annoyed.
No, okay, that's true. And maybe if you're really picky, you're like, no, I don't want to eat that because it's got this or that, right? But not always. It can mean like, oh, I don't eat pork. I only eat chicken or beef. I don't like pork. That may be an example of someone who's picky. It means that they choose what they like and what they don't like. They make choices. And then there's other people, Jorge, that just eat anything.
Yeah, this is my case. I'm not tried so much new food, but if something offered me something new, I try it.
Okay, that's a great quality. Very good. Does anyone else want to tell me when you go to restaurants, do you like to try new things or do you prefer to stick with what you know? Who here likes to just get what they know they're going to like?
I prefer to eat what I know instead
Why?
of trying new. Because sometimes they have some ingredients that I cannot stand, so I prefer that to to have the same dishes.
Excellent. I agree with you. I'm the same. Sometimes I want to try something new, but I think, oh, if I don't like it, I will be so sad, so disappointed.
Yeah.
What is the strangest food you have ever eaten, Ali?
Uh, I think I am a picky eater too. I don't eat some weird or strange thing.
Mm-mm.
Maybe sushi, raw fish. I think.
Raw fish. Okay, that may be the strangest food you've ever eaten. Does anyone else want to tell us an experience about eating strange food?
I ate, sorry, a snake once.
You can say, I've eaten a snake.
I've eaten a snake once,
And
yeah.
what did you think about it?
Yeah, like any other meat. I think meat is pretty similar. I like, when I was younger, I like to go hunting, and I don't know, eat a lot of different animals. And the meat is not that different. Even I never taste dog, but why not? Or cat? Yeah. I'm open to everything, yeah, when I'm
So
talking
you're
about
the
eating.
opposite to Ali then. The opposite to Ali.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else want to tell us about a strange food you've eaten?
Uh, I don't think if this is very strange, but I actually don't eat snails, but in my country some people eat them. When I was a kid, I ate them, but no, I can't because I find it so disgusting, but not because of the taste, because I remember I liked it. But thinking of eating on a snail for me is disgusting.
Ooh, slimy, slimy. That's good, Araceli. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Okay, let's get started with our reading activity. Let's go backwards. We're going to start with Rui. Rui, could you read the first highlighted part of the article for us?
Would you like some chickens fried? How about frogs' legs or your 5 years old egg? People around the world eat just about everything. Delicacy is a food that is rare and considered to be and the linking.
Thank you very much. Can you repeat the word delicacy
Delicacy.
and
Delicate.
delight?
Delight.
Perfect. Good job. Mutab, could you read the rest of that first paragraph?
Okay. When I start for instance, elephants' trunks and monkey brains are delicacies in some countries, although eating an elephant's trunk may seem disgusting. Some people pay a lot of money to eat it because it's considered to be a delicacy.
Fantastic. Good reading. Thank you very much. So, what are some delicacies in this paragraph that you have tried? Who can tell me one thing in this paragraph that you've tried?
I cannot see any delicacy in this paragraph.
I agree.
Well, chicken's feet
I
are not so bad.
Chicken's feet.
I like them.
Okay, so Anastasia and Araceli say chicken's feet. They're not that bad.
No, I eat them when I was like, I don't know, when I was a kid.
Okay.
But now I do not eat meat at all. So, but I ate them before.
Okay, very good. Anyone else tried maybe a frog leg or a 50-year-old egg?
I tried once frog's legs, but I don't like it. Yeah, it's like snails. I don't like it too. Like slimy, like you said. Yeah.
Gross.
No. Oysters also, I don't like it too. This kind of food, no, I don't like it. But I tried.
You're very open-minded.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Why do people in the United States don't eat chicken's feet?
That's a good question. I have many funny stories about that because it's pretty common in other countries to eat chicken's feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
To us, to Canadians as well, chicken's feet are considered unedible. We do not eat them. In fact, one time I was served a chicken's foot and I screamed.
Why?
It just scared me to see it on my plate. I had never seen like that on my plate before.
Oh, okay. But what's the reason that Americans don't eat chicken's feet? Any like specific reason for that? Maybe because it's not healthy, or I don't know.
I think because it's the foot of an animal, maybe that's why. Like the idea of eating the feet, there's no meat in it, it's just skin and fat and gristle. So
Oh,
usually to us that's the least appealing part of any animal.
okay. Gotcha
Okay.
later. Thanks.
Good question. Any other questions on that first paragraph, maybe about the vocabulary? Okay, let's have Coral read the next highlighted part for us. Can you read that first, Coral?
Yes. For instance, no, snakes and eels are delicacies in most parts of the world. In France and England, fish shops sell eels that are still alive.
One more
Let me see.
sentence.
Yes, but yes. In Asia, there are special restaurants for snakes. Everything on the menu is snake.
Excellent. Good reading. And Jorge, the rest of it?
Okay. For example, you can order a soup, snake appetizers, snake made, and snake wine. When you go to the restaurant, the snakes are alive. You can choose the snake. The waiter will kill the snake right in front of you if you can bear to watch.
Oh, this makes me sick. Okay, Jorge, let's repeat the word soup.
Soup.
Perfect. Yeah, it's almost like it's a double O sound. Soup.
Yeah, sometimes I'm confused with the other word, soap.
Exactly. And yeah, no problem. I've said that in Spanish. I've said, "Where's the sopa?" when I wanted soap. It's normal. And repeat the word for me. Appetizers.
Appetizers.
Excellent. Good pronunciation. And Coro, could you say the word eels?
Eels.
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 Excellent. Good job. Very good.
Thank
Any
you.
questions on the vocabulary for this paragraph?
Yes, eel.
So an eel is like a snake that swims in the water. It's a flat fish.
And
Okay.
is the father or parents of the angula, like Araceli talked
Anguila.
about?
Anguila.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Anguila is eel. Anguila in Spanish is eel,
Yes.
and angula
Yes.
is the smallest one. You know, the breed. I don't know how to say
Are they
the
black?
child.
Are they black?
No, angula is like transparent, almost transparent, and when you cook it, is white, kind of
Ah,
white.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what this is. I'm laughing at some of the comments in the chat. Poor Ali. Ali, we're gonna fast. We're gonna have a fast together today. No eating for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Would anybody try or go to this restaurant in Asia where everything is snake? Is there anything you could try on the menu? Snake soup, snake appetizer, snake main course, snake desserts, or snake wine? Would anyone try that? Besides Eduardo, of course. We
Yes,
know he
yes,
would.
I will do it. Yeah.
I don't think that the snake is so. I would try. I haven't tried, but I had the opportunity. But if I had, I don't find it so. I think it must be quite similar to fish. So
Okay, thank you very much for sharing. Now, does
I
anyone have
think
a... Oh,
presentation.
go ahead, tell us.
Okay, I think sometimes presentation is important because I have the opportunity to eat some food that I never tried to do it, to taste it, but that food I like it, but I didn't know what kind of food was, and after
Mm-hmm.
that, my mind changed.
Yeah, sometimes our minds can make us not want something, right? Who lives in a city where there's a restaurant that serves everything of one kind of food? Who can think of a restaurant? Maybe it's all chicken, all pancakes, all dessert. Who can think of an example of a restaurant that specializes in something specific?
Not one product only, but maybe we have a lot of restaurants here in Spain. They used to cook seafood. So you have different kinds of crab, lobsters, and shrimps, and a lot of different things. But yes, I can think in this one.
Perfect, classic, a seafood restaurant. Anyone else think of a different example?
Here is just restaurants that sell all of the food with wraps.
With what, Amp?
Wrap.
Crabs? You mean crabs?
Yes, wraps.
Crabs, okay, okay. So that's their specialty, Amp. Do you like those restaurants?
Yes. Yes, when it's the season for crabs.
Okay, very good. What about you, Muteb? Can you tell us about a restaurant where you live where they specialize in a specific type of food?
I think some restaurant here in Saudi Arabia use sheep and camels, if you know that, and cook meat from them and liver. Yes, I think just that.
Thank you. Have you guys noticed that all of the delicacies we've talked about, they're all come from an animal? Isn't that interesting? Nothing that comes from nature is considered a delicacy.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's continue. Eduardo, can you read the first part of the next paragraph for us?
Insects is the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Insects are also considered delicacies to many people. Termites, ants, and bees are delicacies in Africa. For instance, people fight over termites' nests. They eat the termites alive and say they taste like pineapple.
Okay, pineapple.
Pineapple, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you. Good reading. Araceli, the rest of that paragraph?
In India, people make ants into a paste and eat them with curry. In Borneo, people mix ants with rice. They say it gives the rice a special flavor. In Australia, the native people drink ants. They mash them in water and say the drink tastes like lemonade.
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 Excellent. Good reading. So insects are also considered delicacies. Who can tell me about insects that are eaten in your country?
In my country, you can eat ants. Its name is hormigas culonas because they are big, and I don't know. It's similar to eat popcorn.
A popcorn, ew.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It tastes similar.
Is that what they sell at the movie theaters where you live? Anybody else have a story about eating insects?
Some towns in my country eat locust. You know locust or yeah. In the season, I think a month ago, it's season for locust traveling in my country, and some towns here it's going to catch him and make barbecue.
Good. Thank you for sharing. I think I'll pass. Here in Mexico, I think they eat locusts as well. They say there's a certain time of year when they fly and they throw nets up and catch them and sell them like that. But I said no thanks. I'll pass.
I remember when I was a kid, some boys they catch locust.
Mm-hmm.
They put it in a metal can, and they fry it, and they ask me to eat. They eat that, and they like ask me, "Would you like to eat?" And I say, "No, thanks." But it was funny. I was like about like maybe 6 or 7 years old. And boys were like 8 years old. That was funny. Like they are the kids trying to eat this type of insect.
So locust seems like maybe a more common one. What about big fat worms?
Oh no,
That's
Mm,
disgusting.
that's
usually,
disgusting.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is one here in my country.
Oh,
Early
of
birds
course.
get the worms.
Oh, Ali, you and your idioms. You're the idiom machine.
I watched on TV. People was eating octopus, live octopus,
Yeah, me
and
too.
they stick the octopus as stick, and they just you have to know to eating style. If you don't know that very well, the octopus should kill you, could kill you, I think.
Oh yeah, I have seen like this too, because octopus was trying to be alive, like don't go down like on your
Oh.
stomach, and they're trying to eat. But it's very dangerous to eat octopus because if he will do something, you cannot breathe well,
Yeah,
and you can die. So it's also very dangerous to eat an octopus.
yes.
Oh, this is actually making me feel sick.
Which one? Which ITEL or Ambaro's pictures of worms?
Sorry?
Sorry, because Amparo share
Oh,
a link. That is sorry, but it's disgusting.
I didn't
seems
look. I didn't look.
seems seems
And it's
Okay.
delicious.
big. It's big, really big.
Okay, let's continue. Wait a second. I think I might have. Is it your turn, Anastasia? Araceli read, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
Okay. So it's my turn?
I think so. I think so, yes.
Okay. Okay, feta soup is delicacy in China. Some people believe that the soup has special vitamins and minerals that can make your body strong. The Chinese also consider shark wings and bird's nest delicacies. They are available dry and are used for flavorful soups.
Okay, and Amp, the last part of that paragraph?
Eskimos consider seal blubber and whale fat tasty. Tasty. In Spain and Mexico, bull testicles are considered a delicacy. After a bullfight, the testicles are removed from the bull and grilled with butter and olive oil.
Gotta love those Spanish delicacies. Does anybody have any questions about the vocabulary in this paragraph?
Yeah, what does mean seal blubber?
Okay, seal blubber is the fat of the seal. However,
Okay.
it's not like a hard fat. It's like a transparenty, rubbery part. It's very rubbery, like gum.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what they eat in the wintertime. It's full of calories, obviously, and they really enjoy that in northern Canada and Alaska. Would anybody try any of the things that are mentioned? Eduardo, do you think you'd try fetus soup?
I don't think so. I watch
Oh.
yeah, no, I don't like it. And also the bird nets. I watch a TV documentary from Indonesia or These kind of countries they like a lot in the south of China,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and they eat the bird taking out of the egg when it's smaller, and with all the bones, and I don't know. It is no, I'm not gonna try that. Not insects and not baby things from
Okay.
birds. So yeah, fetus, no.
Would anybody try any of the things mentioned in this paragraph?
Mm.
Me neither. Ali, could you read the last one? He says no.
Okay, may I read instead of him?
Which
No, I'm
one?
kidding.
The last paragraph, Ali.
Okay. It seems that unusual foods always belong to someone else. Although your stomach cannot tell the difference between cow meat and donkey meat, your taste buds and your mind can. We consider certain foods strange or disgusting depending on your cultural background. Would you be willing to try a spider burger or fried lamb's brains?
Excellent. Good job. So what do you guys think? What determines whether we think something is disgusting or a delicacy? Cora, what do you think when you think of that? What determines whether something is considered disgusting or a delicacy to you?
Mm, repeat the question, teacher. I don't understand you.
Okay. What determines whether you think something is disgusting or a delicacy? What decides that for you?
I don't know, but it tastes good. It's very good, but I don't know.
Absolutely. So if the taste or the flavor is good, you might really enjoy it.
Yes,
Anyone else?
yes.
See anything else in the paragraph?
I agree with the last paragraph, where you grow up and your tradition obviously going to influence you. Maybe we put 6 plates on the table with different meats, but we don't know which one is it. I think it's really similar the taste, and we can eat everything.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? I agree. The brain is what usually tells us something is not acceptable. The brain and the taste buds, right? For example, cultural background. Some of you mentioned, oh, when I was a kid, I ate snails, or when I was a kid, I ate that, but not anymore. But in Canada, a child would probably not even eat fish because that would be a taste they would enjoy when they were older. So it depends on culture and the way people are raised, right? Any questions on the paragraph for the last one? All right. Let's have a discussion. Oh, is there a question? We're going to do a discussion game now, okay? What we do is we choose a question and a classmate, and you ask someone else the question. Let's have Anastasia start. Choose a question and ask it to one of your fellow students, okay?
Okay, what do people in your country usually have for lunch? This is a question for Eduardo.
Well, usually we have, if you go to a restaurant, we usually have a menu with 2 plates and a dessert. But we usually make some, I don't know, we make 2 big meals. The majority of the people make 2 big meals, lunch and dinner. And but we eat in breakfast a little bit, and in the middle between lunch and breakfast, and in the middle between lunch and dinner. So it's like 5 meals, but lunch is the main one. No, so usually we have maybe a salad in the first plate, and then pasta or a steak, and a dessert, usually fruit. Yeah.
Excellent. Good choice and good answer. So Eduardo, choose a different question for a different student.
what is the most unusual thing you have ever eaten? Did it taste good or bad? This is going for AMP.
No, I'm really picky, and if I don't know something, I never try it. I used to eat the normal things. Uh, the most strange, maybe it could be liver, but I don't like it.
Excellent, thank you. And Amp, choose a different student and a different question.
Okay, for Araceli, which international food has you tried?
For international food, uh, I don't know, for example, but this Italian food that this is almost everywhere, and Japanese, Greek, or I don't know. I haven't tried many types of international food. Uh, no, for example, Greek food is interesting, or Japanese. I don't usually go to restaurants to eat strange things or different restaurants.
Excellent. Yeah, I love Greek food and Japanese food. Those are two of my favorite. Excellent. Anastasia, choose a different question for a different student that hasn't been chosen.
Okay. If you're living abroad, what would you miss most from home? This is a question to Ali.
Which one?
Number 3.
If you, I think I will miss my mom's food. My mom cooking very well. Traditional food, I think.
Give us an example of one thing your mom makes that you would really miss.
Mm, uh, how to say? We say kofta. I will eat soon. My mom prepared for me. Uh, I don't know how to say English in English.
Is it meat or is it pastry? What is it?
Uh, it's that there is a meat ingredients and a lot of things. I don't know how to tell in English.
Ali, is it kebab?
Not kebab. Uh, uh,
Okay, so your mama's food.
maybe.
Ali, choose a different student and ask them a question from the list.
You can see there, I think.
Okay, thank you, Ali.
Uh,
You can ask Ahmed or Jorge or who else hasn't had a chance? I think that's it, right? And Anastasia has not answered a question.
okay, I ask for Anastasia. If you were on that row, what would you request for your last meal?
Okay, what is the question number?
18.
18.
18. Okay, the rest. What would you choose? Why? What would you choose? Okay, that is a very good question. I would choose tomato because I love tomatoes. I eat tomatoes every day. And I do like the taste of tomatoes, and it's easy to do salad from tomatoes. I can do tomato soup. I can do tomato with a cheese on a grill, something. So it's delicious. I would choose tomato.
Something with tomatoes. Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
Why
Only
don't you ask for
tomatoes?
caviar? Expensive thing.
Ahmed, what was that?
Caviar, fish eggs, I think.
That's what you
Yeah.
would choose if you were about to die?
Not really. I would choose something else, something expensive, you know?
I'd choose something that
Um,
I really love.
I think you don't worry about healthy or not. It's your last meal.
Exactly.
You can eat meat, I think.
Well, she might not like me.
Yeah, I don't like.
Good. Anyone else want to share about what they would choose for their last meal?
I will try to eat seafood.
Seafood. What kind of seafood, Coral?
I don't know the names, but in general it's seafood with white wine.
Now we're talking. Sounds good. I'll take the white wine, that's for sure. I might need a bottle of white wine if it's my last meal.
Me too.
Okay, very good. Who has not had a chance to answer a question? I think it's Ahmed. Edward, do you want to?
Me?
Eduardo, have you answered a question?
Yes,
Okay, can you choose one for Ahmed to answer?
of course. If you could only if you could only eat one kind of food for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Why would you choose this?
Well,
19.
okay. I guess seafood is the best choice, the best option.
Why?
Very healthy, very light, easy to cook, doesn't take time to cook. Yeah, I think it is. But unfortunately, I mean, I'm not good at frying fish, but I can cook everything in the oven. You know.
Very good. That's
Yeah.
healthier anyways. Perfect. Good job.